Hi Piyush, I am from now on starting a new series which name is One Day One Book Summary. From this day onward, for a change or for improving myself better, I am starting this beautiful book summary series. So let's do. For the day one, I have got the book Self Discipline by Curtis Leone. Its book name is Self-Discipline by Curtis Leone. This is book about self-discipline in which author tells us that self-discipline is taking all about hard choices for the better future. Self-discipline why? So author tells us it makes you stronger. Self-discipline is must. It's because it makes you stronger. If there is no self-discipline to a man, that means the man got no self-control. Author also says that. So it's all about the summary I am trying to tell you. Like, first of all, self-discipline is all about the doing hard things for the sake of better future, and then self-discipline is all about self-control. How much self-control you have on yourself, how much self-control you have on yourself. So author now tells us why some people lack self-discipline. First point, author tells us that it's not an inbuilt quality that people got. It's through rigorous training or rigorous practice people got similar to the self-discipline. So it's about habit. It's all about habit. The one who got most repetition or reps of doing self-discipline or doing self-control is the most self-disciplined on this earth. And second, one of the major reason for the lacking self-discipline is laziness. Today's generation, or especially my generation, or especially me, is so lazy. You got to be honest to yourself. I am so lazy, but I try to overcome that by using one of the laws or by using one of the tricks by Mel Robbins, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action. Third, self-esteem or self-confidence of us are too low to practice self-discipline. Like, we feel we are not worthy of that, we are not worthy of that, so we don't even start because of that. It's all because of self-discipline. It's all because of self-esteem we lacking, self-confidence we lacking. So it's one of the main causes for no self-discipline. And fourth, author focuses on lack of purpose. Well, reality or life got itself no purpose, but our lack of purpose or lack of meaning given to life by ourselves is one of the main reasons for no self-discipline. Like, see how life will be if you got no purpose, or like if you got any small purpose, if you are able to complete that, see how, or are you able to see how life shall become after completing that whole purpose. So you got to need a purpose that won't let you die till you die, that won't let you die till you die. Are you understanding? Like, that purpose should be that big that it shouldn't be afford you to waste even a single second of you on this earth. So it'd be like that won't let you die until you die. Like, death comes, you will be like, अरे अभी रुक जा, बाद में ही हूँ, मैं अभी थोड़ा busy हूँ. So in chapter 1 of the book Self-Discipline by Curtis Leone, he says self-discipline is okay. Okay, you need to acquire self-discipline to achieve your goals, to do all those kinds of things. Okay, that's okay. but that will not gonna be enough. You need a strong why. You need a strong why. Like why you actually need self-discipline. Like why you need a strong why that won't let you sit alone or sitting doing nothing. That why shouldn't let you sit. Like once you find your why, your inner purpose, how and what is kids play, how and what is kids play. Like it's so easy to find how and what if you know us one strong why. One strong why, all you need for self-discipline or for anything in your life. In chapter 2, author talks about the phenomena of procrastination or waiting for the right feeling. Author simply says, don't wait for the right feeling. Never wait for the right feeling. You'll never get any right feeling for the good work. You got to keep up for yourself. You got to stand up so that you can face yourself and you can grow. So some tricks author telling us to practice or to get up for the right feeling. Like one of the trick author says, when you don't feel like getting up or when you're waiting for the right feeling, ask yourself or imagine yourself why in the first place you choose this place. Why remember that why. Remember that why that you established in chapter 1. Author telling us to envision or vision ourselves with that why in chapter 2. Okay, that why. Second, author telling us to listen to type of affirmation so that we can get a hook to lie on to, something to lie on to, something to fall on. Author telling us that. Third main point author telling us to that never do any excuse in your life from now on. Never excuse like I'm not doing because of that shit, I'm not doing because of that fuck. Like don't give a fuck. Okay, don't give a fuck. Be honest to yourself. Say I am lazy. Say I'm not doing because I'm not feel like to. Be honest to yourself at least. Be honest to yourself at least. And then one of the tricks author telling us that about our mind, that is prefrontal cortex. Prefrontal cortex is one of the main reasons of our brain in which we fed our or consume our habits, behavior or everything. It's mainly a decision making area. So in this area author says is that whenever we are trying to engage new behavior, new actions, new habits, at start we will get hell amount of at start when we start something new we get hell amount of resistance from inner, from outside, from everything. But when you stick to that shit, when you stick to that when you stick to that thing, you tell your prefrontal cortex like this is normal from now. You got to fuck up and stand up for this shit always. You need to fuck up and stand up for this shit no matter what you are doing. So it's all about that. In chapter 2, author telling us to don't wait for the right time. Don't wait for the right time. Like never wait for the right time if you want to do something big. Now author telling us to make a action plan for action. Like you need to make a action plan for of course always to take an action. Then why in the first place you making an action plan if you don't want to take action? So author telling us to take action now, to take action now. Like author telling us to say what you need to do. He's telling us or guiding us or saying us to figure out what you need to do to achieve your goal, to achieve what you need in life, order by order. Like you are doing today this, then you will today do that, tomorrow that, then you will day after tomorrow that, and so it will be like order, like order. Like I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. For a minute. Find out what needs to be done, in what order, for a goal to be achieved. Like say one more time. Find out what needs to be achieved or what needs to be done, what work needs to be done for your goal to be accomplished or achieved. This is an action plan. Then take immediate action. Then take immediate action. Author tells us to take some action at specific time. Like wake up at 4. Like wake up at 4. You tell your prefrontal cortex that this is the shit we do nowadays. This is the shit we know. This is the shit we do nowadays. Like do that shit. Do that shit. This is one of the great point that I got to encounter in this book that I want to tell you, Piyush. Like author telling us to anticipate future possible problems. Like if you are setting timetable for tomorrow, anticipate like what you will gonna do or what will create you a problem and make solution for that. That will make you more motivated. Like if you got to show up for every day and by like behaviors or habits that are set in your subconscious, if you perform that, then you always got that backup to rely on, to you know that you got the solution for that backup. And then author as always said, like this is one of the most important point. Like yeah, it's important. So track progress and review it. Track process and review it and make necessary changes to it. For taking action, author also telling us to make mistakes. Like I know our parents are telling us to don't make mistakes, but somehow they don't know exact mindset of successful people. So it's our responsibility to explore what is to be mean, what is to be being rich, what is to be being wealthy, what is to be being healthy. So it's your responsibility in the end. It's your responsibility. None of your family, none of your government, none of your society's responsibility to make your future. It's your responsibility in the end. Make mistakes, and rule number 2, never do that mistake again. In second last chapter, author tells us some tips and tricks or some guidance to overcome temptation. Like he gives us some tips and tricks to overcome temptation. Like one of the best tips or guidance I got from him is to distract yourself. Like you are saying, the fuck are you saying? Like are you saying me to distract myself from temptation or distractions? Yes, I'm saying that. Like distract yourself to good shits or to good habits. Like if you are onto the habit of mindless eating, distract yourself with the habit of mindful eating. Mindful eating. This is one of the new tricks that I got to contact with. Like, envision yourself. Vision. Think like you think, or envision or visualize that you are overcoming your temptation. You are overcoming your temptation. You are not getting into the trap of instant gratification. You are overcoming instant gratification. Envision, visualize that. Author then tells us to compare immediate pleasure or instant gratification with the long-term gain. Author telling us to compare immediate gratification or long-term goals or long-term results. Author telling us to fight between two of them, to let them fight between two of them, and always choose long-term goals. And last trick, author tells us that detachment, or detach yourself from temptation. Like, I don't know from what understanding or from what perspective he's telling, but from my current understanding, all I can say, he's trying to tell that detach yourself from the worldly pleasure. Like, he's not telling you to don't do that anymore, but he's telling you to, like, don't feel that this is the ultimate reality or this is the best feeling I can ever feel. Detach yourself. He's telling, don't attach to that shit or to that thing, like this is the ultimate thing that making me happy. Don't attach to that thing. Next, like, by concluding this book, author tells us to take small steps, like giving an elderly a seat for herself or himself in the metro or anything for that matter, doing chores or using stairs instead of escalator. Author inspiring us or motivating us, or what I can say, influencing us to do some small shit better, so that we can feel more good about ourselves. Okay, so author telling us to do small things better, so we can make our big things big, or big things better, or best, or exempt temporary. Like, I am trying to use a high word or a hard word, but it's okay. I know I am growing, because it's so much life within myself. Like, I feel like waking up every day to read a new book and to make a summary from now on. Like, does not it excites you, please? Doesn't it excite you? It's so much exciting me, seriously. Like, you are waking up to read every new book every day. It's so much fun for now on. Like, I know it will be boring one day, but why live in future like it will go one day boring? Let's just live today or present with ourselves, with full gratitude, with fulfillment, with satisfaction. And in the end, author tells us to love yourself and to respect yourself, to inspire ourselves, to celebrate with ourselves, to do everything with ourselves. Like, if you do a small thing, celebrate it with yourself. Celebrate it with yourself. Embrace your growth. Embrace your changes. Embrace your development. If you are not gonna be supporting you, then no one else will gonna be supporting you. If you're not gonna be supporting you, then no one else will supporting you. So embrace the change within yourself. Author telling us to enjoy, to love yourself, to don't hate yourself. If you did something messed up, if you did something messed up, try not to do that again. Try not to do that again. So you got a urgency syndrome type of thing, like I'm not doing that shit anymore or repeating that shit anymore. You need to be as strong as you can, Piyush. Be strong. Never let the battle of your strong or strongest die in vain. Otherwise, this world will kill you. Seriously, this world is there sitting for you to kill you. You need to be glad for everything you got. You need to be glad for everything you got, for everything you have. But you need to be so strong. Like this world won't let you live anymore if you are not going to strong. So this is the day one of the series. One day, one book summary. One day, one book summary. From now on, I am committing to myself. Like I will give time myself. I will make a summary of book as small as this self-discipline book. This book only consists of 60 to 70 pages max to max. So make a summary of small book, but make one summary every day for a book. Don't sleep before that. Don't sleep before that. I don't know how are you going to do, but don't sleep before that.